All right, so let's talk about ilobolo and what it is. Ilobolo, ukusungulwa kwalo, it was not meant to be a process that is commercial as it is today. Women were not commodities and women were not objects. And so it had nothing to do with uyamthenga inkomo zakho ezokuthenga unkosikazi. Ilobolo was a way of honoring and showing gratitude to the family that had raised you a wife. A wife who would come and build your home and give you children and expand your family. It was with the understanding ukuthi what you were getting, you are honoring and you are grateful for, because she could do and she would do far more than you could ever do for yourself. Amadoda ngaleso sikhathi aya understand ukuthi umuntu wesifazane uyini. I am valuisha, I am beka phezulu, I am phakamisa. That is why ngaleso sikhathi there was no stipulated anything, stipulated amount, stipulated what you bring, there was no stipulation as to how much or what you bring. Abantu would go bayolima and harvest and come back namakabishi namathanga bezolobola bezocela ubuhlobo obuhle, because it was symbolic. Wawungafika nanenkomo eyodwa, wawungafika neinkomo ezimbili umuthanda, but because it was symbolic, kwakungekho ukuthi no, that's not enough, or hayi lokhu ku wrong. Kwakungekho lokho, because that is not what ilobolo represented. Ilobolo represented gratitude and honor from the man who was saying, I'm grateful and I honor you as the parents who have raised this daughter who is now going to become my wife. And also to say, ngiyazi ukuthi I am removing somebody who is light in the home, somebody who is of value in the home. Mangithi akayokwakha ikhaya nami, I am removing that from you. And it was that understanding from which this is to say, hey, ngiyabonga ngicela nibambela. God, it was not a transaction. It was never meant to be a transaction. And mangithi there was no stipulation as to what you brought or how much you brought, because when you are grateful and you are honoring, who can tell you, how do you monetize that? How do you monetize what you are grateful for? Because ukubonga kupheli, ingakho kuthiwa ilobola alipheli, awuqedi ukulobola, kodwa sazobuyela lapho. Anyway, where things became grey is when a man by the name of Ingisi, by the way, a man by the name of Theophilus Shepstone, who was the Natal Secretary for Native Affairs at the time, saw this, because phela mangisa ayefika azostadisha ukuthi sinjani sabantu abanjani, senza kanjani, siphilisana kanjani. uTheophilus gama lakhe babembiza ngoSomtsewu. uTheophilus was close to Isilu Cetshwayo at the time, and he was called a friend of the Zulus. I would like to believe that that's not true. As far as I'm concerned, the Mangis ezalana ukuzothatha umhlaba, they didn't come here to become our friends. They became close to us to study us, so that they could use our weaknesses against us. Now, uTheophilus uthe buka this way yokulobola, because bona they were used to trading ngama-slaves. Remember, indaba yoku-oppressa umuntu wesifazane ifike namangisi, ibona bayi-understandayo le nto, hayi thina yadluliselwa kuthina. So when this man Theophilus, Google Theophilus Shepstone, you'll read up about him and you'll see this information is out there. When he saw this, he then said, no, anikwazi ukutrader kodwa angabi na stipulated amount, because how do you track, how do you invoice? How do you know ukuthi yabo? Not understanding ukuthi ilobola was symbolic. It was not a transaction. It was symbolic. So he then introduced this thing, 11 cows for one wife. 11 cows for one wife, awuqhamuka ekuthina sabantu abamnyama, uqhamuka kumangisi. uShepstone, Theophilus Shepstone. Kusinto yethu. That is where the trouble began, because this process of Lobola then became a beautiful, sincere process that was pure in its intent, pure and sincere, became something that was commercialized. And in the commercialization of it, women became objects. Women became commodities. That's why I would like to believe isithembu ingakho sikanje. Abantu bathi enene awukwazi ukuba nesithembu mungenayo imali. Kanjani? Ngobani? Ngoba uyamthenga umuntu wesifazane. It perpetuated even the narrative yesithembu, because umuntu wesifazane became an object, became a commodity. Umuntu abantu besifazane abaningi, the more of indoda you are. Azizona imoto, guys. Azizona izindlu. Asithengwa. We're not cars and houses. Please understand.